In order to conclude the course about customer relationship management, I would like to show you the following framework, which is an expanded model of the marketing process and value creation through CRM. Marketing is a department in which are done processes to create value for the customer. And this is what you see in this framework. And so marketing aims at creating value for customers. And the aim of CRM, or the extension of the traditional marketing model, is building relationships with customers, which should create value. So the overall aim of marketing is thus create value through marketing mix, personalized products, personalized price, personalized communication, and omni-channel distribution. And by creating personalized and close relationships with customers. This pillar is actually new in the overall marketing process. CRM is thus an extension of the value creation process of marketing. So marketing aims at, so the first process to create value is to understand the markets and to design a customer-driven strategy. So this is what we call also strategical marketing or strategical customer relationship management or analytical customer relationship management. Remember in our lecture the difference between analytical and strategic CRM and functional CRM. The first two pillars, understand the markets and designing a customer-driven strategy, are thus analytic and strategic elements of CRM. The e-marketing plan, the personalization, and the decision how to automatize another relationship and which relationship should be built is mention of functional CRM. So understand the market means that within the CRM process, firms have to create databases, big databases with big data. Remember, all kind of data is storage, customer data with contact data, but above all, informational data about who the customers are. So this can be demographical data, such as age or gender, or the number of children the household has. But this is above all behavioral transactional data, that is purchase data. This is data coming from geographical localization, geolocalization. This is data coming from social media about what customers are thinking about a brand and what brands they like. And this can be data in the future from IoT and smart connected objects. And so all kind of data should be used to enhance the customer knowledge in order to understand the markets. Data comes thus from different types of databases. To acquire customers, you need big databases, and to enhance knowledge, you can use enhanced databases. To analyze the data, you need big data customer analytics. Calculate based on this information. There are metrics such as on the individual level, for example, customer share of wallet, customer retention rates, customer lifetime duration, customer RFM rules, and until going to customer CLV, customer lifetime value. These indicators or KPIs should be calculated based on the big database. This then enables the firm to define and to design a customer-driven strategy. So first of all, it should be decided what kind of value alignment the firm should do according to customers. So best customers should be segmented top customers or platinum customers, which means that do value alignment and allocate most resources to the important customers. So this is what is called value alignment. Efficacy profits are thus related to personalization, so micro-personalization or segmentation or one-to-one personalization. In other words, you should segment the customers according to their needs and preferences into small micro-segments or ideally even into one-to-one segments. That is, one customer equals one segment. This is based on information coming from the databases and with customer analytics. So you decide which are your main segments and main targets, and you can then target them digitally with electronic communication, such as, for example, emails, but also chat rooms, and for example, Messenger, mobile marketing tools. And so the idea is to target them electronically with digital media, because this is rendered possible today the decrease of cost by using electronic media. Only in direct marketing, we send postal mails by classical postal services. It took a lot of time and it was much more expensive than today, the e-target. And so their technology also enabled firms to improve efficiency by doing e-target. This is thus the analytical level of CRM or the strategic level of CRM. And the operational or functional level of CRM is then, once you have defined your market and segments and customers you want to aim, you decide how you proceed your marketing mix. In other words, the 4 Ps, the product, the price, the promotion or communication, and the place, which means distribution. The enhancement through traditional marketing is all elements of the marketing mix should be personalized or individualized. This means that you offer, according to your segments that you have defined here, personalized products or services, or individualized products or services. So these products exactly fit to the individual needs of customers that you have defined here for every segment. You fix the prices according to the individual needs. So in other words, if you have customers who are not sensitive to high prices, you can maintain high prices and target these segments with higher prices. On the other hand, if you have customers with high price sensitivity, you decrease the price in order to fit to the needs of these customers. You should personalize the communication. There you can use the electronic media, such as messenger, email, mobile marketing, in order to send the right message for the right personalized product at the right moment, at the right price, through personalized communication. And finally, products should be available in all channels. This means omni-channel. Omni-channel distribution means so that your product should be online and offline. Because some customers prefer to buy offline, some prefer to buy online. Omni-channel means also that your product should be as mostly distributed as possible in all kinds of retailing channels. This might be massive distribution, for example, mass distribution channels. This might be specialized retailing channels. If you take the example of a smartphone today, it is not only sold, for example, if you take Apple, in the Apple store, you can buy it in mass distribution store, in specialized distribution stores, and in exclusive distribution Apple store. So omnichannel means so that the product is available everywhere. The new pillar of marketing mix is the relationship marketing. In order to build relationships, firms should establish loyalty programs and give incentives, not only monetary incentives, but also relational incentives, services such as status, privileged access to information, leisure or hedonism, privileged checkout, privileged check-in, so home delivery, so all kinds of services in order to improve the relationship. And this aims at improving customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is the key. It's a key indicator to measure the impact of your value creation here. This then can subsequently be measured through customer satisfaction parameters. So if the firm creates value for customers and build satisfying, interactional, personalized, value-creating relationships, then the firm will capture value, customer value, in terms of loyalty, attitudinal loyalty, that is brand attachment, and behavioral loyalty, which is frequency, recency, monetary amount, share of wallet, and so on. Loyalty, bidimensional concept with purchase behaviors and attitudes. The relationships should aim at increasing naturally behavior, purchase behavior, but also attitudinal loyalty, which is brand attachment. Because brand attachment is nothing else than an exit barrier hindering the customers to go elsewhere. Because he does not know if changing or switching to another brand, if he can establish the same type of satisfying relationship. This doesn't mean to avoid only inertial related loyalty. We have seen loyalty related to inertia is not a stable one, because customers only stay because of habits. This is what we said about, for example, grocery purchases. We buy a lot of purchases, buy a lot of products and brands only by inertia, because we have habits, and we don't want to change these habits, because it means that we need time to find better alternatives. So if we create brand attachment, we create barriers, and customers would not only stay because of habits, but because they have a real reason, namely attachment or likings or feelings or positive attitudes towards the brand. That is why relationship marketing aim at creating an emotional exit barrier, which should stick the customer to the brand, create a privileged relationship, and this thus subsequently should have impact on purchase loyalty, and subsequently, so if you create loyalty, then customer lifetime value, the profit of the past and the profits of the future by customers should increase. And on the aggregate or firm level, this should increase value on the portfolio level through CE or customer equity. The expanded model of market process shows clearly which are the key pillars. So data is the petrol of the future. Data has a direct link on CLV and customer equity. That is why we can say that today firms that succeed are those who have big data, and this has a direct impact on customer equity. As we have seen, firms such as Facebook have a very high, incredible firm value through data. The more data we have, the better we can know the customers, the better we can segment the customers, the more we can personalize the customers, the more we can create a satisfying relationship, and the more we create loyalty and subsequently CLV and CE. So what is important also to understand that there's a direct link, and we can measure the impact of every tool we have here on loyalty output or on the financial output. If we know that we spend €1 in personalization, we can directly measure the positive impact on CLV and on the aggregate. If we decrease the price, then we might decrease purchase loyalty. But as we decrease the revenues, we might either decrease CLV, or if we compensate it with more sales by customer, we could also increase the sales. We have to test. You can directly measure. As everything is related, you can directly measure the impact of a decrease for one customer on his or her customer lifetime value. And it's the same if you invest €1 in personalized communication, you can directly measure the impact on CLV and subsequently on the aggregate level, brand level on customer equity. For example, if you have a personalized communication, you have the link of the customer who clicks on your personalized link, which brings him to buy the product. And this can thus directly be measured through behavioral loyalty indicators. And subsequently, as you know how many revenues the customer generated and how many costs he generated, you can measure CLV. The advantage of CRM, not only that you create a new element of differentiation, create brand attachment through relationship marketing, but also that you can directly measure interactively the interactions between the firm or the brand and the customers. So that's on what I would like to conclude this lecture. So in summary, see the importance of CRM today in order to differentiate from one brand from another one because of fierce and high international competition, where you cannot only differentiate a brand only through products, prices, communication, and distribution. So you need something else, which is a relationship marketing approach through loyalty programs and customer satisfaction. It is important to retain that you need different types of databases. So customer, prospect, and enhancement databases. It is important to do what kind of segmentation can be done based on behaviors, based on social information from social media, based on geographical information, based on smart connected objects or IoT. It is important which are the KPIs or CRM metrics which are used to segment, namely we have seen acquisition, we have seen retention, we have seen churn or defection, we have seen lifetime duration, we have seen share of wallets, we have seen RFM, and we have seen customer lifetime value and customer equity. So we have seen that the customer portfolio management should integrate this kind of information in order to measure customer actual contribution, profit contribution, and customers' future profit contribution. This enables you to construct grids so that you can segment the customers in different types of customer stars, dilemmas, cash cows, and dogs, necessitating different types of resources allocation according to the value each segment is generating. We've seen different types of portfolio management approaches. We've seen the different types of personalization that can be done on the marketing mix level. And we've above seen how to create relationships through loyalty programs and customer satisfaction. And we have seen naturally the importance of loyalty. Long-term relationships increase revenues, decrease price sensitivity, increases possibilities of cross-selling, decreases cost of serving customers through administrative costs, and increases cost reductions also in terms of communication if customers do referrals or positive word of mouth. That's the value of loyalty, what we have seen. And we have seen what is CLV and what is customer etiquette. Just some literature recommendations. So this course is mainly based on a book called Customer Relationship Management, a database approach. This book is written by Kumar and Reinhardt. The last edition comes from 2018. I've written some books. The first one, it's about loyalty programs, La fidélisation client, as it's written in French. Sorry for those who do not speak French. And my latest books are about management of loyalty, latest editions from 2015. So if you want to go further, I invite you to go to the library. You can take these books then in order to see which are the tools to manage loyalty, namely loyalty programs, how to improve loyalty programs, how to manage service quality, how to manage personalization, and so on. So these are the books I can recommend to you. And last but not least, if you have questions, here is my email address. You might also connect via LinkedIn and endorse me. We're in a recommendation economy. We talked about referrals. So if you liked my course, you might connect to LinkedIn in any case, and you might give a positive evaluation about my course. If you did not like my course, don't give any evaluation. Joking. You will see that some students have done some evaluations, so it's always nice to see the feedback for the course. And that is why just connect via LinkedIn so that we can stay in contact.
you.